Hello ladies and gents, today we're going to be unboxing a recent Moyu Cube, a not so recent Moyu Cube, and the X-Man Hong 5x5, which these cubes are not worthy to start with. This pull tab seems awfully familiar. Boy, is it a great way to start an unboxing. Here it is, oh my god. I've been waiting like 10 days for this cube. Oh, and look, it comes with this little card too. I am so keeping that. So the reason why I got this cube so late is because I was not trying to pay $50 for this cube. So I got it in a sort of atypical process, which required it to come very late. But it was so worth saving $20. And wow, I love the UV coating already. Oh. Oh. You can tell how much I practice 5x5 by simply how I'm turning this. This cube is actually really good. And I do have something to admit. This is not the first time I'm feeling this cube. On my trip to Speed Cube Shop, some kid handed me this cube and told me to solve it. And I'm like, wait, this cube feels so good. It has UV coating, right? And I'm like, oh, it's the Hong 5x5. How stupid could I have been to not realize that the only UV coated 5x5 right now is the Hong 5x5. This cube is actually, it turns fairly decent. It's very dry though, which I'm actually pleasantly surprised because I know a lot of. Also, one thing I noticed from this cube is that it is smaller than the MGC. Oh my god, I just realized this cube actually feels very much better than the MGC. Look at this height comparison. I would definitely want to break this cube in more and to use it as like my main 5x5 because I'm so happy this cube exists because the only other 5x5 that could compete to the MGC as of this moment was the Moyu one. I think it's like the Ao Chuang. And now we have an actual competitor for the same price as the Moyu one with UV coating and a ball core, as a matter of fact. The 3x3, I've been turning the outer layer so much because it literally feels like a dry Moyu cube. That's how good the outside feels. If you put in some lube to maybe slow it down and maybe like Mystic to like, I don't know, make it feel more fluid, then this would be such a good 5x5. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. The adjustment system is still a screw. It's nothing fancy, I would assume. So I'm actually very happy about this. I'm gonna box the rest of the cubes and then give you my final verdict on this one. I forgot, let's look at the accessories box. Where's the, ooh, X-Man design. Gee. You really outdid yourself with this one. So, oh my, is this the Moyu screw? No, it's not. Tell me this does not look like the Moyu screw. And because I love the Y3M, I'm gonna look at the Y3M V9 first. Ooh. So far, it is the exact same packaging as in the original Y3M V9. And if we take a look at the components in the box, yep. Oh, they have the super Weilong screw. I'm glad they actually changed it. And that is a really thick instruction manual. So I am gonna save myself the time and not look any further. I was told that the original Y3M V9 has very good auto adjustment. Obviously mine doesn't anymore. Oh, here it is. Look at this. That is called magnetic levitation. And the Y3M V9 has very good magnetic levitation. And this cube has so much shit inside of it, I don't really like using it that much. So let's look at the 20 magnet ball core version of this cube. I feel like a hypocrite saying I'm not gonna buy this cube because 3 months I made a community post saying that I was not gonna buy this cube, and 3 months later I buy it. At least I didn't pay full price for it. Oh, wait a second. Okay, it's actually a bit different. This is comical. Look at this. I'm putting no effort into this turn. It is very fast. I can barely even control my turning on this thing. Let me try an H-perm. Oh my god! Dude, this is insane! Okay, actually got it. Let me try a U-perm. I'm flabbergasted. This cube is so fast. Just for fun, I might actually just do an average on this cube. This is so hilarious. Okay, so it has no special internals, nor does it have adjustable magnets like in the Super Weilong, but I don't mind that. I think the Weilong V9 is already pretty okay. Let's just do a solve on this, just for shits and giggles. God. Yeah, that was a 17-second solve. That is... My timer turned off! Holy shit, yeah, that was so bad. So yeah, same dual adjustment. It seems smaller. Again, it seems smaller. Look how much empty space there is around the adjustment system. Overall, it does not feel too different than how I got the original Y3M V9. It feels a lot like the Super Weilong, actually. And I do not feel... Oh, that was smooth. I feel like Yi Hang Wang, bro. The magnetic pull is definitely not as strong as when I got the original worm. Obviously, I am going to set up this cube and I'm going to compare it and do an average of 5 comparison. Next up is my YS3M. Oh, I love this. I love the YS3M. It is like my second favorite Moyu cube behind the RS3V5. So hopefully this one will be better than my current YS3M. I'm pretty sure Yu Shengdu also helped support this design. Yup. I'd like to see the design changes on this one. And obviously the accessories box. Still that insane instruction manual and the screw. So again, this can be left for another time. I never felt a UV coated YS3M. Does this one have... Oh my god. Did you see that? This one has magnetic levitation. Oh my god. I love the feeling of this cube. Wait, low key, this might be really good setup. What? This is the core. As you can see, there's edged core magnets, which was non-existent on the first YS3M. And there are core-to-core magnets. Obviously, look at this 20 magnet ball core. Look how many there are. You can actually see them. I love the way this cube turns. I think it's better than the Y3M V9, to be honest. $16. That was pretty okay, all things considered. So what I did notice immediately compared to the Worm V9 is this is significant. This is much more stable than the Worm V9. It has less of that auto helping than the Worm V9 does. Like, look at this. It does it at like almost 45, and this one does it when a piece doesn't even have to overlap. Yeah. This one does feel more fluid and natural feeling, which I do like about the YS3M. So yeah, I'm gonna set these cubes up. I'm going to give a final review on Boy, do I have a lot to say about these Rubiks cubes. First, let's start out with the Weilong.
the 20 magnet ball core, whatever the fuck you call it. This cube was so hard to control. Do you know the amount of effort I had to put in? I had to put so much Dignitas and weight 5 to make this cube even feasible to work with. I didn't even loosen it, because that's the only... loosening it would make it even worse. So I had to put so much lube in this cube for it to be barely feasible, and it didn't even perform that well. As a matter of fact, both of these cubes did not perform well. The Weilong was really bad. I do not recommend it to anyone, and I will definitely be returning this cube. With the YS3M, I expected it to be much more stable and much easier to set up. Plot twist, it was not much more stable. I put in the same amount of lube, and still, the cube was insanely hard to control. Matter of fact, I had to tighten it a little bit. I compressed the cube a ton. I even considered switching the maglev system to springs. Even still, this cube was really hard to control. And even though the YS3M is historically known for being more controllable, this did not really apply to this YS3M, because there is so much in here that makes the speed so immensely high and so unworthy to control. Like, literally just buy the YS3M ball core, not this one with the 20 magnets. The moral of the story is both these cubes aren't really good to control with. There isn't any redeeming qualities. I guess maybe the only one I found is that the 20 magnet ball core concept is really nice, and at least the Weilong felt like a Weilong, and the YS3M felt like a YS3M. But other than that, these cubes are too uncontrollable, too unstable, too fast. It is so not worth it. You can get any other cube for any other price point and cheaper. So moral of the story, 20 magnet ball core seems cool, but just don't get it.